live there. You know what I mean? Or South Dakota. You know what I mean? This is Hawaii. You know, the gas price outside, I mean, I came from Washington, D.C. It was kind of high over there too, but this is really high. You know what I mean? So the thing is that, I mean, there's a cost to live here. It has to be recognized at some point, and we're going to have to get that back, okay? And it will happen, but you guys got to go ahead and you guys got to vote in. You guys got to vote me in so I can go ahead and make these changes. If I don't get voted in, I mean, this would be a nice, you know, film probably, you know, for you folks, video. And then everybody will say, "Shoot, we should have voted that guy in. Yeah, it would have been good, yeah." But we voted the other person in, and that's how it went. But, you know, I'm being facetious about it. But anyway, David.
You keep mentioning the PUC, and I've heard it a couple times already. And the PUC dictated one of our concessions in our current contract, which is electric discount.
Yes.
Now, the PUC allows rates, you know, to guarantee a profit margin, correct? Now, costs are a part of that rate case, and therefore our compensation and wages are a part of that equation, I would imagine. We should be aware of the company's proposal so that we know what it's due us. And how do you plan on getting involved with the PUC and understanding what the company is bringing to the PUC to allow for that rate increase?
Allow for that rate increase?
Yes.
When I was working for the local union, I used to testify. Okay, I used to testify on behalf of the company. You guys gonna flip out, okay? On behalf of the company to go ahead and promote changes that would enhance your package. Okay? They would call me. They would say, "Brian, you can testify, you know, at this hearing for us because all it's going to do, it might be in behalf of the company, but it's going to benefit the member." So if there's a takeaway, and I want to talk about the electric discount, the PUC thing. Okay? The PUC, you guys got to remember this. The PUC said that they're not going to reimburse the company anymore. It's not going to be a straight-through reimbursement for that electric discount. That's all they said, that they weren't going to reimburse it. It didn't mean that, oh, because they're going to reimburse it, that means that you don't get it anymore. It just means that they're not going to reimburse it, so that it's going to come out of a different pocket for the company. So the company could have kept it, but they chose to, hey, we're not going to reimburse it, the hell with it, we're going to get rid of it, right? The bottom line is this, is that it should have been negotiated.
They did negotiate. They gave it up for the extension.
Yeah, I know. Okay. You're beating me up. I know.
No, that's what happened to it.
I
It
know,
was
I agree.
negotiated for the extension.
Right. And I hear it and I know it. You know, the thing is that, like I said, I wasn't there. So I just, you know, I mean, I'm not going to speak for these guys.
So
yes.
So you're going to build a relationship with the PUC, somehow be involved, understand.
Also our attorney. Our attorney will be part of that. The legislative affairs, the PUC, regulatory issues, she's going to be involved in all of that. You know, participating in that. It's not about, like I say, it's not about climbing in bed with the company. It's about making sure that we're protecting our members and the interests of our members. That's the bottom line. Yes?
Okay, Brian. You know, this past time we had the meeting, the vote, Archie Brito came.
Yes.
And he represented himself and other retirees. And for the last 3 years, I brought up at our meetings about why aren't we involving the retirees? Because some of these takeaways are directly affecting them. And I know the answer I was given was they're not dues-paying members, but they are being affected by these benefits. So why don't we have a representative or have some form of communication from our retirees to provide us opportunities, give them opportunities for them to contribute to the issues that not only affect the dues-paying member, but for retirement.
Totally hear you. What I want to start is I want to start a retirement club. Just like I talk about in the brochure, I talk about starting the new generation of workers committee. I want to start a retiree club so they have a voice. Right now, they don't have a voice. So when we go to the table, you know, whatever you guys get is basically they're going to get, okay? And they're going to have to accept it. That's how it's working. The thing is that they need to collectively get together and not only play bingo, you know, how many teams, you know, but they're going to have to go ahead and they're going to have to express to the union what their ideas and concepts are. I'm going to tell you something. I have no doubt in my mind, and when she retires 10 years from now, you know, she'll be right here telling us what we should be doing, okay? And I think that's good, because the retirees have to have a voice. I'm gonna tell you something, they lost at 3%
No,
every other year.
Whole
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I mean, that's a big deal.
Oh, yeah.
You know, because now you're telling yourself that, okay, I'm making, say, $5,000 a month, right, in your pension, and that $5,000 better outlive me, right? But that's what I'm gonna get. But we had the escalator clause in there that would give them 3% a year. So that way, it would at least give them an increase, yeah? What we're increasing with those retirees right now is the medical.
It didn't freeze up.
With nothing to offset the increase. in
That's
bill.
right.
Yeah.
So the guy is sitting there going, okay, well, then I gotta go get another job. So you got guys like Ernest Hokuana who's working at the airport, right? Now, God bless him, I mean, you know, I'm good friends with Ernest, you know, obviously. But the thing is that, you know, they gotta go get another job. And you don't want the lineman climbing at 67.
Well, that's my point. In 15 years, I retire with nothing. Oh, thanks, Frank. See you around, bro. And no buy-in to pay 25% out of pocket or anything. I mean, nothing. It's a cut and dry, 20 years or a low. That's it. You know, bullshit. That's not what I signed up for.
I totally agree. Oh, no, and I hear you about not what you signed up for. The thing is that we all have to understand that there's changes. We got to make those changes, but it doesn't mean that we have to accept the takeaways. There's going to be changes, modifications to the contract, but we don't have to accept takeaways.